Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a great day. It is kitchen talk time with Granna. So we're going to get ready and just hop on into this conversation. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about self-love, self-care. I've talked about taking care of yourself and everything, but I just want to go a little bit depth into a little self-care therapy, I guess you can say, okay? We all have things that we go through in life, and sometimes life seem like it's going to get the best of us. But I really have been trying to focus on self-love and self-care. So I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about that and point out some things that I might do, or some things that might can help you guys out if you're in a space in your life where things are putting you in some moods that's not a very good positive mood and stuff like that, okay? If you're making happy thoughts and you're happy and you're positive, then that's going to help to create a healthy body in a positive way. Because when you're stressing out and you're dealing with stress, then of course that's going to take effect on your body, and your body is not going to be as healthier as it could be if you're in a happy place. You got to get to a place where you can release that stress easy. You got to be able to just release it easily and not think about it and be debating back and forward about the stress. Just got to let it go, okay? You got to learn to not judge yourself in any type of negative way. If there's something you don't like about yourself, try and work on it and take care of it. If you can do it, without having to go to the extent of any type of surgery or something like that, you just really need to work on it in a positive way. And you got to love yourself unconditionally. You got to love self unconditionally and accept who you are. We're all made differently. God created every one of us in our own special way. And I know sometimes it's easier to look at someone else's life and wish you had their life, or seem like they don't never have any issues. But everybody has their own issues. It's just dealt with in a different way, okay? You got to have that self-love for self, okay? Loving you unconditionally. Got to do that. The only approval of yourself is you. You don't need anyone's approval when it comes to yourself. If people don't agree with you or don't approve what you're doing and where you at in your life, you got to be okay with that, because the only approval that matters is your approval of yourself. And that's just what it is. You can't be trying to live your life around around everybody else's exception or everybody else approval, because everybody's not gonna approve things you say. And that's when it comes to agreeing to disagree. But with that being said, you still got to put yourself first and care about self, okay? You deserve that peaceful, loving life and mindset. You deserve that. You deserve to be in a peaceful place. You deserve to be in a loving life and a positive mindset. Those are things that you deserve to have. And it all comes with self-love, working on yourself and getting that self-love, whether you got to get it through a psychiatrist. And there's nothing wrong with that, to go in and sit down and actually talking to someone to get your thoughts out or to help you process, okay? If you're in this funk and you just can't seem to get out of it, but by all means, go and get yourself that professional help that you need. Your peace of mind is your power. Your peace of mind is very powerful, because when you got that peace of mind, you're in a good place, and it's all positivity. There's no negativity. But if your mind is not at peace and your mind is not in a good positive place, then you got all this other stuff running through your heads, all these thoughts you're trying to process. You're trying to satisfy this, you're trying to satisfy that, you're trying to take care of this person, trying to take care of that. You can't do all that. It's like a train wreck waiting to happen. You can't do all that. You got to take care of self first, self-love first, okay? You got to get to a place in your life where releasing that stress is so easy. And I know that is easier said than done. I have dealt with that. I have had brought extra stress into my life when I didn't have to, when I could have simply said no, or simply just back the back from it and say, no, this is not for me. I'm not going to do this. So I am constantly, daily working on self-love for myself and trying to get myself, and just doing little self-love affirmations. You can go on Google, you can Google it, and you can, they'll give you a different affirmation you can tell yourself daily or throughout the day. Just learning to support yourself, your best self, you being your biggest supporter of yourself. That's all a part of self-love. Kindness to yourself first, and then spreading it around to everybody else. Knowing when to step back and knowing when to take a breath and just breathe it in and really think about it and process it. Sometimes you have to sit back and think about situations and process them, making those harsh decisions, just on the drop of a dime. Sometimes you need to sit back and think about that and think about the total effect it's going to have on your life, your health, your overall mindset, your positivity. You just gotta be able to just let things go. You got to get okay with learning how to release stress easily. And that's just letting it go, and not holding on to that negativity. That self-love is something that we take for granted, something that we don't take advantage of, and we don't just really dive deep into it and think about how it can affect your life and how much it can make things so much easier. Because guys, that stress is so damaging to your health. Like I said earlier, a happy you is a more healthier you. So that stress is not good. It's just, you just got to let it go. It's all about that self-love and taking care of yourself. You got to appreciate your life and appreciate life, and, be thankful and just look at the things that you have to be grateful for. All the things that you have to be grateful for. Because, when people are not in a good space in their own life, they want to bring misery to your life. It says misery love company, so you got to think about those things. And you can't let people push you to the point where you just explode, because when you get to that point where you want to explode on somebody, then you're not at your peace. You're not at your good place in your mind, in your body, your health, your mindset. So don't let people push you to the point where you just want to just go the heck off, just go off and stuff. That's just not a good thing. You got to back away from people and give them their space. They need their space too. Whatever they're going through, if you can't help talk them through that to get them to a better place, then that's out of your league. You're not capable. You're not capable of taking care of them. You got to push them back and let them figure out what they need to do to put themselves in a better situation. You can't just let them drain all your positivity. You can't let them drain all yourself and your happiness that's inside of you, because that happiness that you have inside of you, like I said, it's gonna make your whole body. It's gonna make you overall happy, and it's gonna make you healthier, in a better place. Not only do you have to eat right, do you have to exercise and meditate, and you do all those things, but you got to have that self-love too, and you got to have that healthy, happy thoughts going on in your head and in your mind frame, so that when you're doing the physical stuff, when you're doing the workouts, when you're doing the walking, and you're doing the meditation, and you're doing the yoga and all this stuff, and the eating right, that it all kind of works together, and it all comes in together, and it's putting you in a better place. I've been reading self-care books and Googling and just trying to look at different ways that I can improve on myself. And especially since I've been trying to stay more positive and push all the drama out of my life. So I'm just really, taking care of self. But if this is something that can help someone else out there, because like I said, we all have issues. We all have days that we're gonna get pissed off a little bit. It's gonna happen, and we're all gonna have days where we like, ugh. But when you have those days or you have those moments, you need to back up. Take a breath. Breathe in, breathe out, or go go somewhere to your quiet place and sit by yourself and just meditate. Just close your eyes, just meditate and just kind of release it. If you're pissed off at somebody, don't just start going off. Take time to process it and sit back and then come back and talk to that person. Come back and let that person know what they said or what they did and how it affected you and how you're feeling about it. You need to definitely get that stuff out. Keeping that stuff in is putting extra stress on your body. So you need to get all that stuff out. And you got to be able to sit down and talk to people and let them know how you feel. But when you're doing that, you got to hope and pray that the person that you're talking to is in their right state of mind. And they're able to take that conversation and they're able to sit back and agree to disagree with the conversation that you guys are having. Because some people just never get in that state of mind. Some people you just cannot talk to. They just on 100 and they stay on 100. So you got to be, and if that's the case, if you run across somebody that's 100 and you can't get them down to about 40 or 30, then just walk away and pray about it and just let it go, because nothing you say, it's not going to register in their head and they're not going to get it. They're just not going to get it. So instead of running your temper, your blood pressure up and up, you got to walk away from that. Self-love, guys, got to start taking care of self and doing for self. And that's just what it is. Put yourself first. You got to put yourself first. You got to take care of yourself mentally, physically, all that. You got to eat right. You got to exercise. You got to have happy thoughts. You got to have positivity in your life and all that other stuff. Because stress affects too much of our body that we're not even aware of. Okay, just not even aware of it. Okay. All right, well, I'm about to get up out of here. I just want to talk to you all a little bit about self-love. And if you want to, you can Google it and self-love affirmations. They have books at Walmart and different places. You can pick up books where you can read your day. They have daily quotes that you can read and stuff like that. It's all kind of stuff out there. There's all kind of stuff out there that can help you with self-improvement and self-love, self-empowerment, and getting yourself where you need to be. Okay. All right. I'm about to get up out of here, guys. If you're out and about and you choose to wear your mask, that's cool. A lot of people don't wear them anymore. If you choose not to, then that's cool too. Just be kind to everybody you come in contact with and start putting yourself first. You got to take care of yourself first. Okay. Guys, thanks for all the love that you give me, and I'm going to check you guys out next time around.